How's everybody doing today? This is Friday. Yeah. I'm headed to my morning commute. And yeah, oh man, it's a little bit darker today. I'm curious as to when the time change, how I'm going to sort of work these lives in the morning, because it's going to be literally dark. But yeah, I'm going to get right into it in this live. We're going to talk briefly, give a brief synopsis of kind of like the history of like Apple and the technology in the past 10 to 15 years. Well, scratch that. I'm not even going to talk about that. I really simply just want to say that, in society, we've had technology advances that have disrupted our everyday life. And what I mean by disrupted, I'm talking about in a good way. For example, the internet, the dot-com boom, that happened in the early 2000s. And this sort of just shifted how we did everything. Like everything was sort of centered around the computer. It was a disruptor. And to that point, the iPhone is sort of the same situation, right? Apple introduced the iPhone, I don't know if it was 2004, 2005, I'm not sure. It wasn't an iPhone 1, was it? I'm not sure, but with the iPhone 1, I said with the iPhone 1, I'm sorry. With the introduction of the iPhone in general, it was a total disruptor to society, to the way we did things, to what our focus was on. It disrupted everything, and to that point, iTunes was also a disruptor. It was a major disruptor in the music industry. It caused a wave, if you will, in how music was distributed. And we know Apple Music and iTunes is like a major distributor. We went from CDs and tapes to distribution digitally through music, and it just like, that's a whole nother story. But obviously, musicians and artists and people who are stars, they release music, but the return, or what they sort of make out of music, it's not really the greatest return, right? So with the introduction of the iPhone, like I said before, it really disrupted technology in a sense. So, and ever since then, we've had the introduction of the iPad, Macbook Pro, and so forth and so on. And here we are today, as the iPhone continues to, or Apple continues to reinvent the iPhone. And this is arguable because even with the Apple event earlier this week, it was lackluster, right? It wasn't really, not too much went on with it. There was a few things that happened, but it wasn't really anything to write home about, right? That they had introduction of the iPhone 16. How many iPhones are we going to go to iPhone 22? Are they going to eventually change the name? It's all a marketing ploy, right? You have to get the 16 because the 15 is out of style. Whatever. Kudos to you if you sort of deal in that thing. You want to have the latest piece of technology. But yeah, with this sort of iPhone evolution, Apple is continuously trying to reinvent, or trying to find that next technology revolution or technology disruption that's gonna sort of propel us into that next wave of whatever the newest or the latest thing in technology is, right? So they're flirting with a lot of things. Of course, iOS 18's coming out. We've got new AI or Apple Intelligence integrations with Siri, and some other stuff with like emails, and Apple is involving or having its intelligence to, like, for example, I guess prioritize your emails, like, whatever email is important. It's they're basically fishing. They're trying to figure out the next best thing for what the next best piece of technology is going to be, right? So to that, this video specifically, Apple is releasing the AirPods Pro, I believe, and they are introducing a new piece of technology into existence, and they're really trying to tackle, so backtracking, the iPhone was a huge social thing. Like, we all have these many computers in our hands, like, that we can't live without. We gotta have. So that's the social aspect of it. The medical aspect of it, I really believe Apple is really trying they're really trying to dive into and get further into, like, the medical aspect of technology. Now, we know other competitors or side competitors like Amazon. They already have, like, benefits, like health benefits and stuff. So these are all different little these are all tries at disrupting technology or disrupting society. But Apple's with the AirPods Pro, they're introducing this hearing aid technology to where, obviously you don't just listen to music, but those will be able to have a hearing aid, or those with disabilities, or if you're just old age, right? You're just older, and you need hearing aid capabilities. Well, the hearing aid is going to be actually a part of the technology in the Pro, and I think this is, like, phenomenal. Those that don't know, like, we live in a society where headphones are, we listen to music mostly in our headphones. Like, I don't even know. Outside of the car, I don't really listen to music. Like, I don't have, like, I got a set of studio speakers at my home, at the crib, right? But most of my listening pleasure or my listening entertainment goes to my earphones. So Apple is wising up about how to push that piece further, not only having the ability for you to use your headphones, but also hearing aid. So, and I think there's clearly been a study on this generation, because my age is what it is, but there's our generation and the generation after us. When we reach a certain age, when we get older, when we become older of retirement age, because of our exposure to hearing, they believe that a lot of us are going to need hearing aids. It sounds really juvenile, but so this could be something that could really be a moneymaker for Apple. Apple, of course, has other health alerts, I guess, if you will, for, like, the iWatch. You fall out in the middle of the forest, you can click a button, or it knows your location, all that stuff. So that's really what's happening. I in a previous video, I had talked briefly about the I was just about to say the Air Vision. What is that? I don't know. Somebody tell me what the Air Vision is. For those of you that's just joining, that's not a real product, but it could be. It could be. But I talked about in a previous video the glasses, the Vision Pro glasses that have seemingly disappeared. I know Apple is still selling them. Are they selling them? Does anybody know if they're selling them at a discount? I don't even know. Are they selling them at a discount? I don't know. But these Vision Pro goggles or glasses, like, didn't really do very good. Like, it really wasn't a good wasn't a good release for Apple. So it's like, what are they going to do? Are they going to come back with something better? Like, first of all, those goggles and glasses were too bulky. Like, they were they just were too, I don't know, bulky in your face. You got to put it over your face, and like it's covering your face. It's like dual vision, where you can see, like they have it so you can see the real world, but at the same time, like you got, it's just in your face. So to that, there was an article that Apple was flirting with using the AirPods as sort of like a I don't know, piece of technology that will allow you to also, they would basically turn into like glasses. I don't know how that would happen, but AirPods, it would flash the technology in front of your face, so you wouldn't even have really a pair of goggles or those bulky things over your face. And all of this is a plan and a ploy just to stay ahead of technology. I think Apple is right about they keeping up with AI, like, because it's going to be artificial intelligence. It is a thing. I mean, it's not artificial intelligence is not just a robot that's walking around, you know what I mean, like you see in the movies. No, it's going to be computer integration into your life, and it's already basically happening. I mean, it's not anything new, right? So it's just interesting to see the different updates. I don't know what they have planned or what they have in store, but we will see. But with these AirPods, I think this probably is the best way for Apple to go. Like smaller is better. Like if we can have technology that is like within the palm of our hands, kind of like the iPhone, like that is better. And I think I also stated this in a previous video. If Apple would start to integrate or start to just be a little bit more creative in the phones that we have, the iPhones that we have, because like you're not gonna be able to do, like, I mean, I know you could like have stuff in your watch, technologies, like we talked about in your ear, but like how are they gonna, what envelope are they gonna push next? But I feel like it's still gonna be with our phones, because we just can't deal with or can't live without our phones. So it's all a great thing, just a thing to sort of talk about. But yeah, I just wanted to get up here and basically talk, not ramble, because we don't do that. Nobody gets on live to ramble. No, I'm just giving my opinion of things. And yeah, to that, it's going to be a great day, going to be a great weekend rather. And yeah, we'll be back on here next week. I just, for me, I've kind of stopped, and I'll say this before I get off. I've kind of stopped looking at or watching the news, or not the news, the Apple news, I guess. I try to keep up with the Apple articles and stuff, and that's why I'm able to I put on record shorts and stuff and give you information. But I've kind of stopped watching the events, because it's not really, the rumors to me are more entertaining than the event itself, right? Like the rumors of, what is it gonna be? And I bet you Apple actually probably, they're reading the rumors and what people are saying, and they're probably taking that as more ideas, right? Like, why not? But I don't really catch the events no more. I kind of just stopped watching those. I'll get the recaps of what's going on. It's all a big marketing ploy, right? It's just a big marketing ploy. So, I think that's all I have. But yeah, we'll chat soon. Alrighty.